Hey, all my furry friend lovers, how we doing today? Just want to welcome you to my new YouTube channel. We're gonna do a little cooking today for our little furry friends. So I just want to welcome you guys. I also want to say, if you are new to this, I'm new to this. So any comments, please feel free. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what you like, what you don't like. And if you're new and you would like to subscribe to my channel, I think there'll be a button down below. Anything else, just feel free. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna be making some homemade dog biscuits. Basically they're just a basic simple dog treat. So I'm gonna show you what we need. So basically what we're gonna start off with is 2.5 cups of flour. So I throw that right in the bowl. No need to measure it out, throw it in the bowl, do what you want. We also need a little bit of honey, so I'll get your honey ready. Local honey is really good. If you got that, keep the local guys in business. We need 1 tablespoon baking powder. Yeah, good stuff. 1 cup of butter, peanut butter. Now, when you're choosing your peanut butter, make sure you do a natural peanut butter, okay? Many of the regular peanut butters that we are used to have a chemical in it. I'm not even going to try to say it. I'll ruin it. If it doesn't just say peanuts and oil, then it's probably not natural. Look on the label. It's all natural. I use Skippy. I also do my own. Sometimes I make my own peanut butter sometimes, so feel free. 1 egg. Pretty little egg. We also need 1 cup of water. Get 1 cup of water in there. You're gonna need a roller. Yeah, nice little roller. You can use a spatula. I'm one that I like to use my hands. I got some gloves. Use that, it's a little easier because it can cost you a few spatulas if you do it. I've definitely broken too many of them. Another thing you're gonna need is a little cutout. Keep them simple. I found that, sometimes we want to get cute and do a little like this or that, but when you do the batter, sometimes it's hard to get out. So keep it simple. I keep a nice round one, simple, flour. Your dogs ain't gonna care. It can be a ball. They don't care. So the next thing you're gonna need is, I use 2 big trays right here, a little baking sheet. What I do is I coat it. You can see it's got a little bit of white on it. It's got some flour. Coat it with some flour. I use 2 of them because this batch is going to use 2 when we put it in the oven. So what we're going to want to do is I use one once to do my cuts. Put it off to the side. Fill the other one. And then as you're doing it, we'll see at the end we kind of fill in the spots. So I'm going to just throw those over there for now. So, first thing that we do is, like I said, we got 2.5 cups of flour. Put it in your bowl. Then next we do 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon, sorry. Teaspoon. I'm going to put the recipe down below anyway, so. I'm going to throw that in there. Looking good. So we got that. That's all done. So I like to just give that a quick little mix it in a little bit, mix it all up. I'm making a mess. That's okay. That's what cooking's about. But I am kind of freaky about it, so I'm gonna clean it up real quick. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna toss the egg in. Break the egg, put the egg in. Throw that away. Actually, I don't throw my eggshells away. I actually keep them. I keep a little bag. What I like to do is I like to crunch them up. I make dog food. I make my dog's food, I should say. So I like to use the eggshells in their dog food. It's good for them. A lot of people use just a straight egg. If you do make your own dog food, which I will have another video with dog food in it. Homemade dog food. So with the homemade dog food, you can throw the eggshells in. It's good for your dogs. Good source of calcium. So once we give that egg a little bit of a good good moving around here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw in 2 tablespoons of honey. I don't measure it. I just kind of guess, because I don't think you can ever have too much honey. It's good for the dogs. It's good for me. So I'm gonna throw a little bit in there. So there we go. 2 tablespoons. That works. Throw a little bit of water. Throw the cup of water in there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop out the peanut butter. Throw the peanut butter in there. So I'm gonna throw the peanut butter in there. Now typically, on a normal day, I would have the dogs behind me. But I decided I would let them lay down for a bit, and they're being quiet. So, free cleaners, great. Give that to the dogs. Just don't let them chew it up. I've lost a few of those that way too. So we're gonna give this a good mixing. I'll start with the spatula. It's, you know, like I said though, after a little while, the batter can kind of get real stiff, and you know, like I said, I've definitely broken a few of these. So we're gonna give this a good mix in. Mix this up real good. If you guys have any questions, feel free, drop them in the comments below. I'm gonna try to answer all the comments I can. You're gonna see other videos in the future. I'm gonna be covering all kinds of different topics. Mostly a lot of it has to do with, there's gonna be natural remedies, natural stuff for dogs, cooking, natural stuff for ourselves, good health, things like that. The other thing too is, feel free to add anything you want, you know. I mean, it's a dog treat. You want to throw some bananas in there? Throw some bananas in there. My dogs love nanas. We now get a nice looking batter. See that? It's pretty stiff. But at the same time, it's actually pretty nice because it actually does not dirty your bowl too much. So we're gonna throw that to the side, and I'm gonna come over and grab my tray. Now, you can do this multiple ways. So you see, I get the batter down, and so I mean, you want to press it down with your hands. Go ahead, press it down with your hands. I tend to kind of give it a little roll, but spread it out as much as you can. You're kind of looking for like ½ inch or so. Just roll it back and forth to whatever size you want. So when you bake this, it's not going to expand too much. So whatever size you want, go ahead. Like I said, I throw a little bit in, then I'll kind of flatten it with my hand a little bit. Get it nice and flat. Get it to the size, the thickness that you're looking for. Now, if you got smaller dogs, obviously go smaller pieces. If you got bigger dogs or dogs that are just little beggars like mine, I go a little on the thicker end. So then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring in the second tray that I have, which is right here. And so like I said, you know, in the beginning, start with a simple, if you're gonna do this for the first time, start with a simple, you know, simple cutter. And what you can do is just kind of cut out. Now, if you do it thick enough, it, you know, with my cutter, it comes right out, so I can kind of place it right down and boom. And I just go right along. We're gonna go right along, cut this. Now, if it doesn't come out, see that one didn't come out, that's fine. We can remove it later. Again, When it's thick, they come out usually. But if not, just go right along your dough and cut whatever pieces. You know, every once in a while you get lucky and one pops out. It's probably because it's a little on the thicker end in there. So we can just quickly go along. So feel free to ask me any questions too if you guys got any questions. I do a lot of work with animal behavior, so if you guys have questions about animal behavior or your dogs or whatever you want to ask. I do a lot with natural medicine too. So if you got a dog that's got health issues or any other type of problems, a lot of times you'll find that herbs and spices are great for dogs. They're not found in dog food. And there's a lot of stuff in standard dog foods that, you know, they're not in there. They're missing important things for proper gut health and stuff like that. So like I said, you can go pretty tight in the tray. They're not going to expand much. So, you know, when you have a nice simple cutter, they come right out. Once you start getting into intricate designs, you know, start losing legs of animals, shapes, and things like that. So, keep it simple for the first time. Then, you know, if you want to expand your designs, go right ahead after, once you get used to it a couple times. So there, I'm pretty much, you know, I got a bunch in there. Okay, they're all cut out. So once I have that, I peel any excess off. I'm going to peel that up and just stick it there for now. So as I'm doing this, I'm just going to kind of put this all together because we're just going to re-roll that out and keep going. So you're going to do this and pull the, what we call the negative out. So now I got a tray full of those, just like that. So if you want to do things, you can kind of just leave them right on there. I just kind of move them and slide them over. Just like this. Don't worry if you kind of mess them up a little bit. Even if you're what a perfectionist, the dogs aren't going to care what shape they are. All they're going to care about is butter. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. But like I said, you can throw other stuff in here. You want to throw some, you know, bananas in there, some fruit or some sort. That fruit's really good. You can throw some, you know, like I said, if you have a dog that has health issues, feel free to ask me, and I can tell you some spices that you can throw in that will help your dogs. I got a dog that used to suffer from seizures, but once I switched him off regular dog food, I started making his own food with real food. I wasn't having those issues anymore. Very rarely does he have seizures. So, like I said, we're gonna kind of put this over here. Let's get this in view again. So I'm gonna roll this out. So again, we get that again. We're just gonna keep going cutting. If they come out, I'm gonna pop it in the other tray. So this doesn't take long. I will tell you, every dog that I give these to, they absolutely love them. My dogs actually beg for them. My little fat boy Bobo, he loves faking going outside. He'll fake you know, I walk outside for a little while and then come walking in, thinks he gets a treat. Silly boy. But sometimes it works. So he keeps doing it. So again, we finished up. I got no more space, so I'm just gonna again remove the negative, the excess dough. Now, as you can see, my first tray is pretty full. So what I do is now I just take what we cut and kind of put them to the sides, because we know we're going to be using the middle of this tray. And again, don't be moving them and they kind of lose shape. Don't worry. Again, they're dogs. They'll never turn to you and say, thanks for the pretty looking flower. They will say, give me one of those peanut butter treats. That they will say. So we're gonna do this a couple more times. Pat that out, get it to where I want. Cut a couple more. So now what I do is, so now we're close, you know, we're gonna set our oven at 350. Give it a little preheating. So I'm just gonna keep going. Cut my pieces out. And you get down to a point where you're, you know, only getting one or two out of it. So just keep going. There's no need to be perfection. So now I'm left with just this little bit. I'm gonna roll that in a little ball, give it a little flatten. Like I said, they don't care what shape it is. Okay. So now we're gonna throw them in the oven, and depending on, I've learned that I'm gonna give you a time, 10-15 minutes. Keep an eye on them. Depends on what you want. If you want them a little harder, go a little longer. You want them softer, go a little short. And so we're gonna go ahead and throw them in the oven. So we're good to go. I'm actually kind of shocked the dogs aren't behind me. They typically normally are. So we're ready. We're gonna let this sit. We're gonna give it a timer. I like to, personally, I do about 12-13 minutes. And I'll be back in about 13 minutes. Enjoy. Hey guys, we're back again. About done, just about. What we're gonna do is we're gonna, there it goes, see, timer. I did mine for about 12-13 minutes. I'm gonna pull these out, see how they are. So there we go. Look at that. And check them. So I like to just let them sit and let them sit and harden up a little bit. They, you know, I kind of do them a little soft. I keep mine on the soft side, but I got a dog that's got a little problem with his teeth, so. But I just kind of, if you want to pull them off, put them on a rack, you can do that. Either or, it doesn't matter. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you want to see more, I'm going to be doing all kinds of different dog treats. Dog food will be in the future. Different variations of dog food. And other things like that. And there's going to be some other topics we're going to cover. Human health, good health, you know, stuff like that. Natural medicines and things like that. So you'll see, there's going to be more to come. But if you enjoyed this video, please, down below, down there somewhere, I don't know where it's going to go. We'll figure that out later. Please hit the subscribe button. That will help me. And enjoy. Have a good day now.